Sorry guys, I'm a bit of a mess right now. I'm going over some comments on some recent videos, and I think I've started to notice a trend. You guys are a lot more perceptive than I give you credit for. What's going on with your eyes, Matt? Is it just me, or does Matthias look high in this vid? His eyes are red like my brother's when he's high. I want to come clean about some stuff, but I need to start at the beginning. It all started when I was looking over comments one day on a video that I had recently created, and there are a bunch of comments that I don't normally get that just started to really get to me. I don't know if it was because they're true or they affected some part of me because I believed it already myself. I miss the old Matthias. I responded, to wish for something that is futile and will only bring you sadness. You know what, I thought that was eloquent, and then the responses came in. Hey Matt, can you do more things with Mark? This is some really solid advice, but is it possible to go back to your previous self or old Matt? Will you ever go back to your former self? Yeah. I really don't know what to do about this, you know? I feel like I've stumbled into this place that I just can't get out of, you know? I started making videos and I eventually lost myself along the way, and now I don't know who I'm making videos for, me or you. These videos are making neither of us happy, clearly. But why were your eyes red? Were you high? I will get to that. I'm trying to look at other YouTubers to get some inspiration, but it seems like there's a movement right now. The edgier you are, the cooler you are. Has anyone else noticed this trend? I mean, when did this start happening? How come no one told me? I could be edgy. It used to be that all you had to do was slide on a pair of Ray-Bans and strangers on the street would give you a thumbs up, and you know in your heart that you were cool. But that's all it took. It seems to be cool on YouTube these days. You have to tear people down. You have to roast them and destroy them, you know? So that you can make up for the fact that you're broken inside. Well, you know what? I'm broken. I'm broken. I have a bad back. Quite literally. I'm quite literally broken. I can't pick much up off the ground. And you know what? That's not cool. No one thinks that's cool, you know? All I get is love and sympathy. Who wants that? That's useless. What am I to do with that? That's not cool factor. I'm white. Ew. Right? Ew. Blonde hair, blue eyes. You know, if you look closely, I'm almost balding. I have a wife. What? I have a wife. That's something you can't reverse. I don't know if I have what it takes. I don't know if I have the guts to throw everything I have away to be cool. You know? It's just, I want to be part of that club. You know, the club that of all the YouTubers that are respected but also hated. Man, that's cool. Like RiceGum, for instance, he just destroys people, doesn't care. He doesn't even care about it, you know? Just destroying people left and right. And they're kids too, how edgy is that? They're kids that he's destroying. Either his balls are really small because he can't pick on people his own size, or his balls are big because he doesn't care who he picks on. Respect. Or what about Leafy? He does the same thing. He does the exact same thing, you know? And there's more. Keemstar, the guy literally destroyed his own career. How edgy is that? That's just incredibly edgy. Then you got eye doubles. Dude, spray paint in the mouth? I can't match that. I can't match that. Even if it was edible spray paint, we'll never know. We'll just never know. Probably wasn't, because he's edgy. And not only that, but now you see people shifting from who they used to be, you know, clean cut, into edgy. Take for instance PewDiePie, you know, Felix, he is making the transition. I don't know if you guys have realized this, but he's making the transition to edgy. Just recently, he unverified himself on Twitter. How cool is that? I don't have the guts to do that. I worked so hard for that verification tick. It makes me feel good about who I am. I don't know if I could take that away. Constant avatar changes. He completely changes his avatar on YouTube and Twitter, confusing the hell out of everyone consistently. Man, that's cool. And his hair. He dyed his hair. I mean, if that's not just the end-all be-all of edgy, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. That is why I made this video right here. Because as Felix starts shifting into that edgy area of YouTube, I want to ride his coattails, right? So I made a video here, a real 100% genuine honest Skype call with PewDiePie, so that maybe you guys would think I was somewhat like him, so that I could be considered edgy and cool and people would subscribe. And for a while there, you guys were really buying it. OMG, it's really PewDiePie. Lucky? Totally the real PewDiePie, 100% real. Real PewDiePie. How real vary 100%. I don't know about the rest of you, but that was 100% legit representation of what it's like to Skype chat with somebody. Dude, a PewDiePie collab? How'd you get his Skype? This is so cool. Your Skype is really glitchy though. I thought it was fake or clickbaity or something. LOL, I'm dumb. It was working. I couldn't believe that it was working. I was so happy. I was so happy that I devised this method to get on the other side so easily without having to do anything. But then all of a sudden you guys started to realize that it wasn't a real Skype call. It wasn't PewDiePie on the other end. And for a moment there, I felt disgusted with myself for fooling you. And then the hate comments rolled in. Just stop clickbaiting. Matthias, you suck. This video is fake. I don't know how you figured it out. How did you figure it out? This wasn't the real PewDiePie. He is not real. I saw it say PewDieBot. Fake? With 8 upvotes. That not real PewDiePie. That is the fake PewDiePie. That was fake. Hate the new Matthias. Really? Stop titling your videos with information that is 100% false. To this day, I'll never know how you figured it out. I'll never know. But that's not even the end of it, okay? Because then YouTube came into play in this game, you know? YouTube started taking out YouTubers left and right, taking out videos left and right. Videos that were edgy, videos that were about war and violence and drugs and stuff like that, and all the YouTubers, all the really cool, edgy YouTubers, they started unmonetizing their videos, making it so they couldn't make money on those edgy videos. It was almost as if YouTube was giving a verification badge to the cool people. Like Rob Dyke, all he does is make videos about murder. How cool is that? Philip DeFranco, demonetized. You got H3H3, demonetized. Leafy, demonetized. Edgy. And even YouTube said Hank Green was edgy. They got one of Hank Green's videos, okay? I don't know how that happened. Honestly, I don't know how that happened, okay? He's a self-proclaimed nerd. He even calls his viewers nerd fighters, as if that's a thing. What? You know you gotta work on your image when YouTube thinks Hank Green is cooler than you. So I went to Twitter and I started tweeting, you know? No one understood my pain. No one understood that I wanted to be edgy. So I tweeted, when none of your 6 channels are edgy enough for YouTube to suspend your monetization. Y'all thought it was a joke. And then someone gave me some hope. You said, I don't know, Matthias, you said hell in a vlog twice today. I felt a little bit more edgy then. And then Robert started making fun of me. Damn, it feels good to not be a gangster. Rub it in, Robert. Rub it in. Now I guess you can grow out and dye your hair. Maybe I'll dye my hair purple. And people will take me seriously and understand this angst. And then someone finally said, how many retweets would it take for you to dye your hair? And I said 50. I shot high, you know. I thought I had support from people. 4 days later, only 2K. Only 2K! I didn't have the guts. So I decided to buy a wig. I don't know why no one believed me when I dyed my hair red. No one believed it. So you know what? I'm gonna dye my hair for real. I'm gonna dye my hair for real, and then you will understand my pain, my angst, and I will be edgy. I will be edgy. Open sesame. Well, am I edgy enough for you now? Now? Will you subscribe? Let's go to Twitter and find out. Okay, that's the first thing I see. That's just great. Just fantastic. Just one question, why? Why though? Not yet, it needs to be more purple. LOL, that's a pretty tame shade. Tame. Tame. Nah, you're normal. Get a piercing, then you're edgy. I knew Fousey was onto something. Not if you have to ask. He wished that he could be like the cool kids. Where's your eyeliner? You are more edgy, Bagor. Markiplier? Is that you? So I guess there's honestly nothing that I can do that'll ever be edgy enough for you. So I'm just gonna come out with it. I'm just gonna come out with why my eyes were red. You know what? I'm just gonna tell you why my eyes have been red in the past videos, you know? Because it's pretty edgy, all right? It is pretty edgy. Duh. It's okay. It's okay. You don't recognize me, do you?